Hello, hello. This is Eileen Felix, the Teal Mermaid Goddess. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, we are going to talk about my introduction to my online course, the Mommy and Daddy Club.com. It is a prenatal course, what to expect when you're pregnant, and just some tidbits that I learned along the way that helped me actually get through my induced birth, and it allowed me to feel empowered through my birth. Let me just get this running. I should have done this before, right? So it's prenatal care education. What's very interesting is that there is no prenatal care education in the United States, which is actually pretty fucked up. Excuse my language for those under 18, and for those over 18, I do get a little bit raunchy with the words. But my point is that there is no formal prenatal care education. There really isn't. And it really makes you wonder why. Why is there no formal prenatal education? Because it doesn't make sense not to be educated in prenatal care. Once I got pregnant, I didn't even think the culture in US, especially young culture, is to go out, drink, party, have a good time. And I live in Los Angeles, so it's a lot of sex, love, rock and roll, drugs, all that kind of stuff in the Hollywood area, especially in the glam world. So I had my son at 24, and before that, I never, to be truthful, never ever thought about what goes on with getting pregnant, which now in retrospect is actually pretty dumb because there's a lot of women that have children, and there's a lot of men who watch their wives and girlfriends and baby mamas have children. And it's very interesting how the misunderstanding in the father mom relationship of what it is to be a woman and go through pregnancy, nobody knows. And if the woman doesn't know, because we don't get educated, right? Women don't get educated either. If the woman doesn't know, how is how are the men supposed to know? How is your dude supposed to know what your pregnancy is about? How is he supposed to be understanding? How is he supposed to be helpful? How is he supposed to be supportive for you if neither of you know anything about pregnancy? Kind of makes you think a little bit. And it's not until you actually get pregnant, or that I got pregnant, that I even thought to question it. I just I didn't think about it at all. And once I got pregnant, I was like, okay, I'm getting really scared. I'm getting really scared shitless. I should probably research a little bit about being pregnant and what it means to be pregnant. um and I've been going through the last 5 years. My son is 5 now, and I've been going through the last 5 years just trying to categorize and compress and the experience, and just realize that this is important. I myself am a go-getter. I like finding out information. I naturally I don't trust. I have a distrust for um, the medical field and how they will take care of me. And I naturally went to look out for more natural birth methods. I did not want to get the epidural. So interesting, a lot of women came up to me telling me, don't do it, you're going to regret it, don't get the epidural. And um, and it's in our culture to want to get the epidural. Like, you want to, for some reason. Like, having a baby equals I want to have painkillers. So it's very interesting that so many women told me not to do it that I actually got really scared. I started to wonder, why is this epidural thing so bad? What exactly happens? And that led me through this rabbit hole of information to like all natural births, to different how different cultures do it throughout the world. And it also makes you think, like, you live in a city and you use hospitals and you trust doctors and medical staff, but what about people who don't live in cities? What about people who live in villages and like huts and like third world countries, and like they're able to have kids without dying? They're able to have kids, maybe not in this most sanitized way, but they're able to do it. So why or how, what's so hard, or what's so scary about it if a third world country can do it compared to us here? And then I started to realize there's so much fear in our culture around birth. It's going to be painful. It's going to be scary. You're going to have so much pain. You're going to try to kill your husband. Like, there's so much about it. And I really had to go out of my way to find the education around it, reading books, watching documentaries, even taking childbirthing classes, which I deeply recommend. Um, Searching on YouTube, you just looking this video up means a lot to me, because it is a huge step for you to learn more about that prenatal process. So thank you so much for being here. My name is Eileen Felix. Please make sure to follow on my podcast, The Teal Mermaid, and follow on my YouTube, Eileen Felix Official, Eileen. Felix, as in Felix the Cat, Felix Official. You can check my website out, themommyanddaddyklub.com, where moms and dads can look through that together. It is actually free right now, so go right ahead. That's all free information. And I really appreciate you looking at this video, taking the time, and taking the step into figuring out what your next step is in journey toward being a mom, a dad, a partner. So thank you so much.